Peace to y'all, peace to planet Earth. Rob Blackstorm here. I want to shoot this video walking through Battery Park in New York City. It's a semi-nice day, as you can probably see. Well, not yet. That's the Statue of Liberty, actually. I can't zoom in, but that's the Statue of Liberty behind me. And there's a bunch of people coming off the Liberty Line cruise over there. And I'm walking, and water is one of the places that I love to come by, and I love to manifest by water, because we're made primarily of water, and the earth is made primarily of water, and we're actually in the sign of Pisces. So it's really a great time for you to use your thinking and your visualization prowess to manifest things. Now look, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do or tell anybody how to live their life. That's not my purpose. In fact, my main purpose is to help myself, first and foremost, my family, and those that I love. Everyone else outside of that is blessed. You understand? Because really, I vibe with those that are in my tribe. People who think, understand, and make sense of this life. I also gravitate towards hustlers, towards people that like to go get it. I like the Tony Robbins of the world. I like the Gary V's of the world. I like the Steve Jobs of the world. I like the Kanye West of the world. No matter how you feel about him, he did what he was supposed to do, and he is now an icon. I like people who have drive, people that want to achieve things. So what this brings me to is Mr. Hussle. And the thing about the tragedy that occurred is that this tragedy occurs on micro levels every day on the internet. This tragedy occurs with friends, so-called friends, and family members that we have. You know, they've even gone so far as to call these friends frenemies. People that you hang out with, but you know they're not good for you, or you know they're not really cool with you, but you choose to hang out with them anyway. That is a frenemy. Now that the news has come out that Nipsey got taken out by someone that he knew, someone that was close to him, a Judas, so to speak. We can say honestly, and that's if no matter where you're from, well, I can't say where you're from, but if you're in an urban environment, i.e. a ghetto or a hood, so to speak, you've experienced this with someone. You've had someone hate on you, especially if you are a hustler and an achiever. You've had someone hate on you. You've had someone dislike you for nothing. You've had someone try to get at you for no reason whatsoever. And in doing this, or in receiving this energy, the energy is designed to try to bring you down a level. The energy of hate is designed to bring you down a peg. The energy of dislike for no reason is simply because the person that dislikes you really dislikes themselves. They really want to be you. They really want to be in your position. They really want to achieve the things that you've achieved, but they don't know how, A, or B, which is most likely because this is the information era, right? So when people say they don't know how to do things, I laugh. I laugh because you can learn how to do anything in this information era. Damn near everything is on YouTube right now. Damn near how to build anything and how to do anything is on YouTube if you really look. Even if you need a job or job training, all you have to do, if you're looking for job training, it's a little hint. little hack. You're looking for a job and you need training or you don't have skills, Google free trade, free trade schools or free apprenticeship programs or free vocational training in your state where you live. I guarantee there's a free program, a free training that can help get you to the next level. Now, why do I bring that up? Because we like to make excuses for things that happen in our lives. And it's much easier to say that the government killed someone rather than take a look at the politics of hate in our community and take a look at the politics of trauma and the effects that it has in our community and move forward. Because we complain about gentrification, right? But the thing is, when the hood gets gentrified, shit like that doesn't happen. Nipsey Hussles don't get shot. They come back and shoot videos in these arenas. I've seen it in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn, where people feel much safer. Now you may say, oh, it's because the white man controls this and it's because the white man controls everything. If you want to put blame on the white man for the behavior of a collective, then that's weakness. And not only is it weakness, it shows that you hate yourself, primarily. And the whole assassination or the government assassinated him, why? And okay, I don't know if the government paid homie to assassinate Nipsey. They say Nipsey knew him, that was Nipsey's homie, right? But let's say the flip side or the reverse is correct. And he didn't know homie. Or let's say he knew him, he's a snitch, and he got paid to off Nipsey, right? What principles in the black community, in the American black community, are there to stop someone from shooting their own? Because the thing is, if someone could pay you to shoot somebody, if someone could pay you to assassinate a man that is doing so much good in his community, that looks like he's an exemplary family man, looks like he's an exemplary businessman, looks like he's providing jobs for people in that neighborhood, he bought the block from where he was hustling on, like, for you to take that out, for you to pop somebody and allow the government to pay you to knock this man off, then there's something wrong with you as the shooter. It's not the government. It's not to blame the government, because the government's going to do what the government's going to do. The government's going to kill who the government's going to kill. We've seen it with Malcolm. We've seen it with Martin. And the sad thing is, especially with Malcolm, like the people that killed Malcolm were black. Like, that's a fact. Like, somebody, even if they paid him off, it still was a black person that killed Malcolm X. And who was he fighting for? Tupac, when he initially got shot, right before the whole car incident with Suge. Who shot him? Who shot Tupac? Was it the government? Or was it a nigga trying to rob him because they were jealous and they were hating? 2 Chainz last year got robbed, almost got clapped on Rodeo Drive in broad daylight. So I'm sure 2 Chainz does good in his community. Do you think that the people that try to rob him were upstanding citizens? Was it the government that tried to rob him? When Jay Prince recently was caping about that chain, what he was getting at everybody in New York about that chain. Who robbed him? Who? it was black people. And this is not to shit on black people. Trust me, I understand the Tuskegee experiments. Trust me, I know about Rosewood. Trust me, I understand the psychology of the transatlantic slave trade. Trust me, I understand redlining. Trust me, I know about the Bilderberg Group. Trust me, I know about the Trilateral Commission. Trust me, I know about the Committee of 13. But what I do know is that the black American has been programmed to hate himself. And the thing about it is, the way your brain works is that your brain doesn't give a fuck about what you give it. It is going to protect you. And it is going to respond to whatever trauma you choose to give it. So if you see somebody that has something that you want and you have a desire to get it, and you focus that desire on getting what that person has, you can achieve it. The law of attraction states that you can achieve it. You will, through that desire, acquire light, acquire awareness, and you will start seeing opportunities to manifest the thing that you want. But to sit around and blame the government for everything, or every occurrence that happens, is irresponsible. The subway? Yeah, it's the subway, pardon me, y'all. The subway is, all right, so if you go straight down, you'll run right into it. You see that little house right here? That little house with the green, see that green umbrella? That's where the subway. You're welcome. See, not only am I a teacher, I'm a tour guide. But yeah, so if you're blaming the government for everything that happens in your life, you're blaming the white man for everything that happens in your life. You're blaming your mama. You're blaming your papa. You're blaming your auntie. You're blaming the dude that left you or the girl that left you for the things that happen in your life. Then you could be a killer of a Nipsey Hussle yourself. Because your focus is not focused on you. Your focus is focused on the outside of you. You're focusing on they and them instead of focusing on you and me. And if you have a family, you, me, and us, first and foremost. Because if you don't heal yourself, how are you going to heal someone else? And not only that, if you don't heal yourself, you are a threat to others. Because the law that the Commissions taught when they went to the mystery schools is man know thyself. In fact, you walked into the mystery school, it stated, and that was the first thing that you saw, was man know thyself. How do you know yourself? What does it take? I'll tell you a few things. The one thing it takes is silence. Jesus took 40 days and 40 nights. Muhammad, they said, went into a cave. The Buddha went into a forest. Noah was in the wilderness and saw the burning bush. You need silence and you need time by yourself. And the best way to maximize that silence is through meditation. Because the thing about meditation is you're not going to just visualize empty space, right? There's a point in time where you gain, a certain level of mastery of meditation and you can clear all the thoughts out of your mind. But it's only temporary. Thoughts are going to continue to pop back up. But the key is not to eliminate the thoughts. The key is to edit the thoughts. The key is to edit the way you think. The key is to reprogram your old behavior, your old habits. That's what silence and meditation is for. Another way you program yourself is through affirmations. I know I'm repeating the same things that I've said in some other videos, but it's important. Affirmations. I am. Start them off with I am in the present tense, so that your body can activate, so that your mind can activate. Because remember, your brain doesn't care what you tell it. Your brain doesn't care what you tell it. Your brain is going to give you what you desire. Your brain is going to give you what you focus on, what you give light to. What you focus on is what you give light to. People talk about the third eye all the time, but what does that mean? That means you have a level of awareness and vision that others don't have. Because you have that level of awareness and that vision, now you are responsible to take steps to maximize that level of awareness and that level of vision. And you do that by affirmations, visualization, meditation. And then after you do all that mental work, you start to take steps toward those things you want to accomplish, or that behavior that you want to possess, or that archetype that you want to be, or that attribute that you want to have. The reason you have chakras in your body is so that when you raise your levels of energy and your level of perception, you have access to different forms of light. And you're able to use different forms of light at different times. This is why the chakras are different colors. This is why each color has a different frequency. This is why the different frequencies affect mood differently. Right? So, and another thing, people always saying, oh, well, you don't know, Rob Blackstorm. You don't know if the government killed him. You don't know who killed him. And I get all that. But even if a government official did kill him, like with a blue and white police uniform, and that government official police officer came and popped him, official government official, right? You know who killed him. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because George Zimmerman is out here living his life. Dude who killed Corinne Gaines is out here living his life. All these police brutality victims, Sandra Bland, they live in their life. In fact, they even said another dude died in the same jail. So people always saying Nipsey said ride for them. But how are you going to ride? You don't have the firepower to defeat the white man at the military game. You don't have the firepower or the money to beat the white man at the riches game. So what are you going to do? Because we talk about sacrifices and spirituality and how this person was sacrificed to the Illuminati and this person was sacrificed to this deity. But what's the purpose of the sacrifice? The purpose of the sacrifice is to gain energy. The purpose of the sacrifice is to possess a certain spirit and utilize that spirit for your own gain. And if you just look at a person that got sacrificed or got killed and you don't learn a lesson, or you don't figure out what the purpose of that person's life was, and you simply just want to point the blame outside of yourself, then you're just as dangerous as homie that shot Nipsey. Real talk. Because that means you could be influenced the same way. Because you're not developing principles for yourself, because you don't have direction on where you want to go, and most likely you're worshiping celebrity, looking at celebrity, judging what celebrity does, and you're looking at yourself through the lens of celebrity. And many people say they don't, but we all know that that's a lie. People follow what they see. It's human nature. In fact, we have something in our brains called mirror neurons, which is designed to do just that, so that we are better equipped to handle ourselves in spaces that are different, and that we pick up cues quick for our survival. The science of celebrity is very deep. It's very deep how we get caught up in other people's lives rather than our own. It's very deep how we perceive other people's lives to be worse than ours or better than ours. And we judge ourselves based on what this celebrity is doing and what this celebrity is not doing. Another thing, you blaming the government for killing somebody. What about all that malt liquor you drinking? What about all that Four Loko? What about all the Newports? What about all that bad food, all that Kennedy's fried chicken? Is the government forcing you to do that? What about all the toxic people you hang around? What about all that toxic music you listen to all day? What about all that toxic attitude you have with the people that you're around? Does the government force you to do that? Nipsey's life is a lesson. And the lesson is, how can I become, at least for me, how can I become a better entrepreneur? How can I put my foot to the metal and hustle? There's many a morning I've listened to Nipsey's song, Stuck in the Grind, right before I went to into my office, because I do sales. So, and I've been doing sales for quite some time, because I enjoy it, you know? I like eating what I kill, from the real hunter sense, you know what I'm saying? But some people work different jobs, and that's their passion. I'm not knocking that. But what I'm saying is, Nipsey directly influenced me. His energy gave me energy and helped me make currency, which is a form of energy, helped me make money, so I could take care of my family. So that energy is the energy wave I'm still riding on. Even in his death, I am still vamping that energy for my own personal success, because that's what the ancestors are here for. The ancestors are not here for you to just light some candles and say, oh, I love you. The ancestors are here to help you and to guide you. The ancestors are here, or the ancestors were here, to give you lessons so that you can learn from their life. Your ancestors don't want you to lose. They don't want you to fail. They don't want you to die before your time. But if you're not working on being great, right? If you're not working on going up, when you're comfortable here, but you see people going up, and you're still stuck here, there's going to be some resentment. It's just natural. I was watching this show on HBO called The Nation Under Stress. It's a very good documentary. You should check it out. It deals with how to alleviate stress, such as mindfulness, meditation, positive thinking, positive visualization. Things I'll tell y'all, you know. I know y'all want these candle magic videos. I know you want these other, tools of magic, but I don't really even want to do that yet. I want to set the foundation first. Because if your mind ain't right, that magic ain't going to be right. If your mind ain't right, that magic ain't going to be right. Until I got my mind right, my magic wasn't right. I told you, the turning point for me was when Tony Robbins, I saw a video on YouTube, Tony Robbins said, I was not always Tony Robbins. I built that motherfucker. And what that told me was that I had a personal responsibility to be who I wanted to be. That no one could define me, and no one could define what I wanted to be. And no one's judgment mattered of me but my own. And if I succeed or fail, I know that I've done it through my own doing. And which path do I choose, success or failure? Which models do I emulate, successful models or models that have failed? Do I listen to someone on Facebook who's never done anything, who's never created anything? Or do I listen to Elon Musk? Do I listen to Mark Zuckerberg? Do I listen to Les Brown? Do I watch videos of these millionaires in Nigeria? Black millionaires, billionaires. Do I listen to Gary Vee? Billionaire. Do I listen to Warren Buffett? Billionaire. Do I listen to Mark Cuban? Billionaire. Or do I listen to some nigga on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter telling me what I should do and who I should be? So who are your models? Who are your models? Who are your gods? Who are your avatars? Who are the people that you look up to? Or are you just scared of the government? If you're scared, get a dog or leave America, please. There's no need for you to wake up every day and live that type of stress if you're just scared of what's going to happen in America. Yes, tragic things have happened, but have these tragic things happened to you? Or are you literally taking on someone's energy or something's energy that is not meant for you and only meant to stress you out and only meant to make you feel bad? People are literally sharing a video of Nipsey getting killed on the internet and sharing it to other people, spreading trauma. But if you ask them, what they're going to say is that they're spreading awareness. But everything has to have a purpose. So what's the purpose behind that awareness? What's the purpose? Peace to Nipsey. Peace to his family. Peace to y'all. Let's look at Nipsey's life for what it was. Let's look at the lessons in Nipsey's life. Let's not play Law and Order and Detective. We saw that on TV. That's why we're doing that now. If you find out who did it, then what? What are you going to do? You. What are you going to do if you find out who really did it? And from what they're saying, they found out who did it. But what are you going to, now you find out who did it, what are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do with your life? What's the next thing you're going to do with your life? Continue to complain about the government, how the government's holding you back, how the government keeps killing us, how the government keeps putting us down? Well, the government did not kill Puffy. The government did not kill Reginald Jennings, the first black millionaire. The government did not kill Jordan, a billionaire. The government did not kill Oprah, a billionaire. The government did not kill Jay-Z, a billionaire. The government did not kill Usher. The government did not kill these Nigerians that is rich as fuck over there in Nigeria. The government's not killing these people that are front page of Black Enterprise magazine each month. There are people that are successful out here that are laughing at y'all blaming the government for your ills, that are laughing at y'all always giving the energy to someone else, always focusing on celebrity, always focusing on your ex, always focusing on what they did, always focusing on gossip, always focusing on what someone else is doing or how someone else or something else is holding you back, and not realizing you yourself are holding yourself back. Nipsey's last name is Hussle. You want to manifest some shit out here in the real world, you got to put boot to the ground. You could do all the magic shit in the world, all the visualizations, all the affirmations in the world. But if you don't hustle, you're not going to make anything happen in your life. And show me the person that has. Show me tangible evidence of somebody who's sitting down, eating ho-hos and Twinkies, pizza, watching Maury every day, and made something happen in their life. Just show me one person. I'll believe it. I will follow their way. If they could prove to me how much they have in the bank, the things that they acquired, the life that they're living, that their lifestyle, that they're happy, right? I will understand. And even happiness, you're not going to achieve a level of happiness unless you're going for your dreams. That's impossible. I take it from me, who's wasted so much time chasing other people's dreams, or feeling like I couldn't manifest my dreams, feeling like they wouldn't understand, they would judge me, they would look at me this way, they would think of me that way. Once I started to focus on me and what I wanted and the gifts that I had and how I'm going to manifest the things that I wanted, shit just started coming. Good things just started coming, left and right. Once I put my foot and my boot to the ground and said, okay, this is the lifestyle I wanted to live, and this is what I wanted to bring forth, good things started coming. But you can't get that chilling. There's a spiritual significance behind Nipsey Hussle. There's a spiritual significance behind his death, him dying at 33. He should be looked at as a Christ-like figure. This is not to disrespect any religious people, but the man did good work while he was here, from what I can see. The man did great work. You cannot deny his body of work and what he actually laid to what he hustled and put in and left on earth that his family could still eat off of. It's admirable, man. A dude from South Central Los Angeles that's supposed to be in jail and dead. Well, even though he died, but a dude from South Central Los Angeles that was supposed to die earlier than he did and be in jail forever did what he did. That's drive. That's passion. That's when you don't take shorts. That's when you don't take limits. That's when you don't make excuses. You make moves. You don't make excuses. You make moves. And you do things that you have to do. Let me tell you something. Me and my second daughter's mother, we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, right? But there's one thing I respect about her, and I will always respect about her. When I was off my game and sitting on my ass playing PlayStation, she was on me. She was on me about that shit. She was going on for me about that shit. And at the time, I didn't get it. I had a good job. I just want to chill. You know? Just making money coming in. Just want to chill. And she told me, man, you can't rely on this shit. You got to come up with something else. You're too smart. You got to create something else. You giving me all these ideas. Why you not implementing none of these ideas yourself? But I didn't have my third eye that I thought was open at that time because I knew history and I knew the black man was God. I wasn't exercising it. I wasn't exercising it. I wasn't doing nothing with it. It was just lip service. Just lip service. And I was never the one addressing dashikis or wearing no, I don't want to say funny or holy garb or nothing like that, because I always felt like the people who did that were fronting. I always felt like warriors wear camouflage. And if I'm a warrior, which is what I feel like, if you're undertaking the spiritual path, you got to have some warrior in you, because the whole 85% of the globe is really against this path because they have no idea what it is, and they've been trained to be savages. So they look at you like you're crazy for not wanting to be a savage with them, because that lifestyle is quote unquote easier. So they think until shit happens and they don't know what to do, then they come to someone like me or someone else that's spiritual to give them the answers that they need. But we did the work. That shit rocked me, man. I learned Nipsey died Monday morning. That shit rocked me. Rocked me. Rocked me. Especially since I was a fan. Especially since I was a supporter of the music. Especially since I understood his vision as a fellow hustler. He talked about the law of attraction in his bars. He was a Leo. He was not taking no shit. So I understood him having beef. Once I saw that he was a Leo, I said, oh, okay, I understand. If you know Leos, even female Leos, they not having it. You know what I'm saying? They not having it. Especially in public and any perceived slight. And they are kind of a little boasty. You know, if they're out of control, they could be a little boasty, a little extra prideful. You know, some might even try to put you on the spot, which is exactly what Nipsey did. They'll try to put you on the spot in public, but they don't want that shit to happen to them.